So guys, we have been all around the country pretty much visiting family the last couple months, and now we are finally making our big move to another country. Check it out. Finally, we kind of know. You can hear the birds, I'm sure, in the background, but we are attempting to possibly settle down.
Do you love those words? Attempting, possibly, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah.
That's just how we are, and that's okay.
So a lot of people, as we've traveled, they say, well, what are you going to do for Shanti's schooling? And
It's probably one of our top, 3 questions we get asked.
it is, yeah, it is. And we've, for a very long time, have said homeschooling, just because naturally we wanted to homeschool it. We're traveling so much, but we were literally booking tickets to Indonesia.
Picking our seats, credit card was already on file. I just had to push confirm, and I couldn't push confirm, and I didn't know why.
Yeah, she's like tearing up as we're booking the flights, and I'm like,
Weird.
and I at that point I was like, we just need to figure something out. First we were going to go to Barbados, then we were going to go to Europe, and now we're going to Indonesia, which I've always wanted to go. And I'm like, just make a decision. But
Okay, hold on. He was not just making this. I mean, yes, I'm sure that's what you were feeling.
that was what I was feeling. But when she started to feel the intuition of not going, I said, let's honor that, you know. And
I didn't know why though, but luckily it led to a really cool conversation of why. And we won't explain the backdrop to that, but what it came down to is I feel like I was looking for a little bit more consistency with Shanti and getting her into some sort of social atmosphere, a consistent social atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, if we were to backpack Indonesia like the original plan was, we would have been in a different bed every 1 to 3 weeks.
bottom line is as much as we want it to just travel the world and go everywhere, we really feel like as parents we're happy to set a settlement somewhere. And for years we've kind of been on the lookout for somewhere to settle. Kind of. Nowhere in the United States spoke to us, you know, and plus we don't really appreciate the educational system in the United States. And here the private schools are incredible. They really align with what we feel is important. Yeah, so we're in Costa Rica right now. One of the main reasons is because we've really felt led to get Shanti into a school.
Yes.
And here in Costa Rica, they have some of the highest rated international schools. And we're in Jaco for a week, but then going up to Tamarindo for a month. A lot of the schools that we're looking at are more based on emotional education, spiritual education, and then also the academic side. It's not just A, B, C, D kind of schooling. It's a lot more than that here, and that's what their focus is.
And the facilities themselves aren't these glamorous, huge buildings. They're just big enough to have the kids eat some lunch in because they're outside all day. And I really, really love that, especially for this age. That's where they want to be, is outside, doing things and learning things. Also, a super duper bonus, because when we were in Mexico, you guys saw some of the videos, we were doing our very best at learning Spanish.
Yeah.
But these schools are bilingual, so it's 50% English, 50% Spanish.
Yep, and in Costa Rica, they teach English in primary school. So
and in public school. So it's just, it's everywhere. And what a cool thing as parents to be able to give her that opportunity to wake up. We all need to wake up. Sorry, to give her the opportunity to grow up having a second language that was just naturally embedded into her system before she could even make that choice.
Yeah.
We joke like we're just going to sit in the back of the classroom and listen and try to learn with her. We'd love to as well.
And you know, Costa Rica is a lot more touristy than most places that we probably wanted to go travel to.
Yes.
But looking to settle down somewhere, those priorities are different. The Wi-Fi in most places is actually fast and good. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's all those kind of, I'll say this like not to in like a bad way, but those American luxuries to a certain extent that make life more comfortable if that's what you're used to. You know, so the decision to come here was pretty easy. My mom's actually living here in Costa Rica, which is really cool addition to and another factor of this. Yeah, and now one thing with Costa Rica that we're finding out, and it's also the only 2 areas that we're in, not only, but Jaco and Tamarindo are some of the more expensive areas here. Like we might as well be in America, or if not even a little bit more pricier in some cases.
Depends on what you buy, but absolutely.
Yeah. So, you know, we're trying to learn how to be here in Costa Rica. Mexico, we were kind of spoiled because of how cheap everything was.
Yeah.
You know, so coming here is like gotta watch the what we're buying, and it's more particular when we're at the grocery store. It's so easy to like spend a ton of money on stuff that is normally very cheap, but it's imported here, so there's high tax and all this other kind of stuff that mark the price up a lot. So we just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. We're going to be showing you all these different areas. We're also going to be talking about the process of moving here, what it's like. I mean, we've already learned a lot, but we'll save that for another video.
And to be honest, we haven't made that commitment to live here or to move here.
Yeah.
This is just week 1 of the idea and progressing forward to see what that means or what that would look like, to see if she'd even be happy. All right, so we'll see.
Now, I've been happy because I've been waking up every morning at like 5 a.m. and going surfing for a couple hours.
We have been happy, and I've been doing yoga every day in the studio that overlooks the jungle. Oh, he came with me one time. There was a snake wrapped around the tree, an iguana crawling up the other thing.
Yeah, so it is really cool here. We're enjoying it, but we're trying to figure out more or less how the locals live, because if you don't, you end up spending way more than you would expect to spend in Central America. So, anyways, till next time.